Hi, guys, and welcome to the very first episode of this season's Big Life podcast. Jaiden, how are you feeling about starting this with me?
Super excited. I definitely don't know what ever happens at Alabama, so I'm super excited to get to know what's going on. This episode of the Big Life podcast is proudly sponsored by Sagility Go.
If you want to get quality touches outside of practice and stuff, I would really recommend y'all check them out. It's a rebounder basically. It's like an interactive one. It has a virtual coach in its app. It has guided training sessions and it gives feedback through the actual rebounder. It was pretty cool.
For both of us being midfielders, like whether you're working on your first touch or sharpening your footwork in general, just getting those extra reps are extremely important. And Sagility Go helps you train with purpose and helps you develop each and every single day, which honestly is key for both of us.
Yeah. To learn more, go visit sagilitygo.com and follow them on social media, see how players across the country are training, and you might see us using it too. So today we're going to be talking about our preseason and our exhibition games that are about to start. And we're also going to go over kind of things that we've learned last season and our goals for this upcoming season.
Who do you guys play? Like it's coming up.
We are playing LSU, bro.
LSU. Okay. We play San Diego State on Wednesday,
Yeah, like
and
Wednesday.
I'm from San Diego, obviously, best city ever. So I'm super excited to go down to San Diego, down the coast, and go play them. So we'll
Yeah.
see how that goes.
We
But
get a drive. I don't even know how long it is. We're
how fun
driving
it is.
tomorrow
So
to
it's still
LSU.
tonight.
Yeah.
That's gonna be exciting. And then who do you guys play for your guys' first game, like actual game?
We
Because like right, isn't that the next? Our next game is Duke, so we play.
Dang, Duke already?
Yeah, Duke. We play them already, which is like big. And also, I
Oh my
know so many
God.
girls from that team, so it's gonna be actually insane. But
I
what
do
about you?
too. We're playing St. Louis and then we're playing Memphis. So we're literally gonna spend all of next week, we're just gonna be gone the entire week.
Well, we should go over last season then so we can start out this season a little bit better.
Yeah.
Tell me how your season went because my season went very insane. So,
Yeah, a little different. So for my season, my team, we were kind of under top 50 obviously, but we were in the top 32.
okay, 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 okay.
We were 25 at some point. I don't even know. We were 18 at some point. Thought we were locked. But our first round, obviously, we made it into our SEC tournament. We did all right in that. And then we made it to the NCAA tournament, and we played Northwestern first, and we beat them in the first round in PKs. It was actually crazy. My keeper, she made three freaking saves, good. And I was sixth. I was sixth to
Oh my
go.
God, that's so
So
nerve
thankfully, I
wracking
didn't
for
have to go because I
Northwestern.
was so nervous. I was so nervous. I was literally standing there
Guys,
oh. I was like,
guys.
let's go, guys, let's go. And then we got
So,
killed by Stanford in the second round.
talking about getting killed by Stanford.
You know what? It's okay. Stanford's a really great team. Props to
Very
them.
good team.
They're
There's a
so
reason
good,
they made it to the national championship show.
right?
Yeah, that was our game didn't on paper looked bad, but I promise you the game wasn't like that. Like I swear. But how
Yeah.
did it go for you individually?
I would say for obviously my freshman year, I didn't do as crazy good as I thought, but I think it was still pretty solid. Just at first coming in and it's so new. You're on a new team, you're with new players, and all the players on
Yeah.
your team are all the best players from their teams. They're all basically your competition while they're your teammates and your sisters. So
Yeah.
it's just really different
Almost
than
like camp, but
right?
like every day. So
Yeah,
like honestly, I
exactly.
struggled with that a little bit just because I came in because I was younger than the
Hmm.
other girls. And obviously, like I wasn't tapped in mentally. I was like, okay, well, I was very good at my club. Like my club was very good. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, this Loki might be cake just because of how good my club team was like really good. So I was like, okay, this might be cake. But then showed up and I was like, wait, this is actually comp. And then whatever, like we got into our season didn't go so well, like as a team, but I learned a lot individually. And also like I give myself grace just because I'm younger. I'm not using that to any
Yeah.
excuse, but like that was something that I had to learn a lot about who I was, like what college soccer was, and like
Yeah.
everything that comes off the field, which is like
Yeah. College itself is so
recovery and
different.
like the two games is like a different story. Like Thursday, Sunday is actually low-key insane, which
Yeah, Loki, I didn't even think about
yeah,
that. Yeah.
it's low-key insane because ours, like we would play, like obviously when you're younger, when you're like 14, you play the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like the little surf cup tournaments or like the tournaments. But then you never end up really playing two really good teams in the span of 4 days. And
Yeah.
like they're always super competitive. So yeah, I learned a lot, but I was also in between like national team a lot. I would get called up for my age group and then come back here and have to get back into
Mhm.
the groove. So it was honestly just really
Yeah.
hard for me. But I learned a lot. And then spring, this last past spring was actually really good for me. Excited for the next, so we'll see how that goes.
Was there anything else that you learned though, like being in college itself, like as a Division 1 athlete and like seeing how there's people that don't play a sport and then there's people surrounding you that do play sports that like aren't even like your sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think like for me, one thing that I've honestly realized, and I honestly realized it too late, is like I go home a lot, so I see my friends a lot, and I see people that aren't going to play D1, people that are going D2, people that play D1, guys that play D1. So I'm honestly surrounded, and then people here, obviously, I'm surrounded by all of it. So it's kind of just like I learned like what to associate myself with. And obviously, those are my friends, but at the same time, like their habits could weigh on me. And I think in the spring, I honestly like I learned a lot about the fall that I took into the spring, but I also, since spring is a lot less taxing, like there's you don't have training, you don't have 20-hour weeks all the time. Like you have the 8 hour and then you go into 20-hour weeks. But
Yeah.
for the 8 hours, like we were off a lot and I would spend time with people that aren't really benefiting me. So like
Yeah.
I guess learning my group and learning
Hmm.
what benefits me most is something that I took away, at least from
Yeah.
like being in college in general, is like what actually benefits me every single day. And like something I took into account is like the little things that I do every single day are going to add up over time. So if you think about it, like your life that you've like the life that I have right now is because of every single little thing that I've done that took me out the game, the whatever, like whatever. For example, for me, my fitness is something that's not at its peak, and it's because of the little habits that I've done. So like now when I think about it, like all those little things that are unimportant are actually
Hmm.
massive. So I don't know. That's something I've learned is just like the people around me and the little things that I do every single day obviously add up, and they have created who I am today.
I totally get that. And for me, like I came a semester early, so I graduated high school. You graduated a full year. Obviously, I graduated half a year, but I didn't come in the fall, so it was like a little it's kind of a different way to get into it. And when I came last spring, my team had not made it into the tournament that fall before. When I first came in, that first day was the beep test, and I failed it. So actually, okay, I got 29 and it was 30 to practice, but I actually did get 30. I just didn't know how the skip worked. So I
Oh,
missed 29.
the mulligan, so you couldn't use it.
No, I missed 29, but I made 30, but I thought I had to make 31.
It's the
But
last like
it, but
completing
it's
one.
just, I made
Yeah,
30, but I didn't
dang,
know that. And then I couldn't practice that whole entire week. They
damn.
literally sent me inside. Obviously, there was like 7 other people that didn't make it too. So it wasn't like I was the only person. But
Yeah,
like getting there and thinking like, oh, like this is about to be my college. Like I'm gonna come in fit. Like I'm gonna come in. I had this like confidence in myself, and all that
yeah,
just went right out the
out the
freaking
window.
window.
Dang.
And like I just kind of learned after that, like I told myself that I was not gonna fail another beep test. Like I was gonna come in like super fit. And I am a pretty fit, naturally a pretty fit person. So it's very much a mental thing too, the beep test itself. Like it's very much a mental
Very,
thing.
I agree.
But like when I came in the fall, like I passed it like right away. I got like 36.
Dang,
Um and
that's
then
hard.
and then in the spring, this spring, I got 37. And so my goal for this fall, when we came in, we didn't have to do it right away, so it was a little bit better. And they honestly didn't put as much pressure on us to like actually do crazy. But because of my summer and because I was training so much and playing so many games, I was fit. And I told myself, okay, you're gonna get a 38. And I got to 38 and I saw people drop and I was like, you know what? F it, let's get to 40. And so I got 40 this time and
Dang.
it just made me feel a lot better about myself, more confident in myself because I knew like fitness is such a big thing in college soccer, especially in my conference, the SEC.
I agree.
We've
We
got some teams that are just like 5'9" plus giants, just freak.
we watched Tennessee. Are they in the SEC?
Yeah, yeah,
We watched them play UCLA, and I was like, wow, because they
right.
were here. They played here at UCLA, and I was like, okay, I've never
Right.
seen the SEC team play. Like we've only seen the ACC. When we saw Stanford come here, like that was the only team that we've ever seen that I've ever
Mhm.
seen from a different conference. So I was like, wow. And they were like that was when they were like on their roll when they beat North Carolina, and like they
Yeah,
did really well actually. But it was honestly just a crazy like
right.
different.
It's so different.
Yeah, it's so different. For us, like we played, I guess fitness for me is also a different topic. Like when I came into college, coming from surf, like we were a very possession-based team. So we never ran, never lost the ball, never ran, never did anything. Also, I never had to defend. So like I never defended ever in my entire life. Like I literally just camp at the top of the box or like camp in the middle of the field and they just give me the ball. So like coming into college, that was a big slap in the face for me. So
Yeah.
and then also like when you don't play, you lose fitness. So like throughout the season, I would play, but I wouldn't play enough minutes to maintain that fitness or accelerate my fitness. So
Yeah.
honestly, it just kind of died. And then me, I also get injured a lot because my ankles are just can't do anything about them. But so over the summer, I hurt my ankle again, so I was injured, and then I failed my beat test when I got here once, and then we ran it again, and I failed twice.
It's okay. You know what?
Not
That
once,
happened to me
twice,
too.
because I
That
had to
happened to
do
me
it
too.
twice. No, I had to do it twice. I had to fail twice. Chill.
Right? Because third time's a
Also,
charm.
exactly. Then we ran it again, and like I don't know what it was, but I honestly just started implementing like, although it sounds stupid, when you say like I can do something, you can actually do it. Like genuinely, when it's like, oh, I can't write for school, for example, I can't write this paper, but that paper always gets ended, and that paper ends up like getting done every single time.
Right,
So it's
right.
like there's no point even saying it anymore. And like, dude, it got to the point in the spring where like one of my coaches would run with me because I could not like I just couldn't get myself to push
Yeah.
myself. Like I was just putting
Mentality.
myself at a level, like I was just capping myself, knowing like there is more in the tank, but like I would just
Yeah.
personally just cap myself because I was tired.
Yeah.
But I ended up passing it. Last year we didn't have a pass to play, but this year since we didn't do so well, we're like as a team, like we agreed
Is
to
it like strict?
yeah, like you cannot play. We have two fitness tests. And I was like honestly stressing. I knew I was gonna pass one because one is like a 1K test and you run around the field a couple times, whatever 1,000 meters is under sub 4. And then the other one's the yo-yo. You have to we do the yo-yo, so it's 17 to play. And I was like, oh my God. Like when I left spring, I was really debating. I was like, do you think you can make that? Because
Yeah.
knowing my previous, like my best one was like 16.5. This is not even like peak fitness. Like this is like whatever. This is for me, that's good. But it was like 16.5, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm close. Then summer comes, I'm training with Wave, get injured ASAP. I was out for 6 weeks and I was like devastated because there's nothing I could do. Like, and then I was like, oh wait, I forgot. Like, we low key have to hit 17 to play, like to be available for game selection. And then, yeah, so we worked hard fast. I worked hard throughout the July that we were here. And
Yeah.
yeah, that was hard. But like, you got to be mentally, it's like all mental. And like, I
Yeah.
learned that a lot from last year, was just
Yeah.
everything is damn near mental in college soccer.
Yeah, no, I learned that too, and especially because I was playing a lot in the beginning of the season, and then towards the end, like I went off to national team camp, and I came back, and I all of a sudden wasn't playing as much, and I was like just confused, and I was like, what is going on? I kind of like put it all on myself. I'm like, am I not doing this? Am I not doing that? The coaches need to see this, the coaches need to see that, and just putting a lot of pressure on myself that wasn't
Yeah.
needed. And so like I started to go and talk with a sports psychologist, and honestly, like that has been probably the most helpful thing for me. Obviously, like we're done playing and I started talking to the sports psychologist, but when I went home for winter break, I was just playing pickup with my friends and I wasn't thinking about like, putting pressure on myself and things like that. And like I came back in the spring, I came fit and I just played very well all spring because I was focusing on like the little things that my sports psychologist was telling me. That was like probably the biggest thing I learned. Your confidence and your mental state, it's like only you can control that, and it's the biggest part of your game.
Yeah, if you don't feel good, like you're not going to perform good.
Yeah.
I definitely do struggle with that, and it's just like a doubt of yourself, but it's also like you have to know like what you offer to the team. I think soccer goals we should start with. If you want to give your top three.
I'd say my first one's probably to score my first collegiate goal because I
Hey,
got like
me too.
8 twin,
Me too. I
right?
scored in the spring game, but I scored two in the spring game, but I need one.
I swung and missed and was
Okay, that's why it's the spring. That's
right,
why it's the
right,
spring.
right. You learn.
Yeah.
But I got
Yeah.
a couple assists, but get a little more, get some stats on
Hey,
my
hey,
goals.
that's mine too. Go on. Give your next one since we have the first.
My second one's just like keep having like a growth mindset and like not putting too much pressure on myself and knowing like kind of like my worth and I know I'm a good player and like I don't need to prove that to anyone but myself.
I I'm on that, bro. I'm on that. I've actually started doing that as well, but not as one of my goals, just like implementing into like a
Mhm.
daily. But that's extremely important. Mine is to excel my fitness levels
Okay.
because I think like what I struggled with last season was like just being fine with the minutes I was getting and then attending reserves and doing that. But it's like, what else can you do that's
Mhm.
more than what everybody else is doing?
Yeah.
If I want to exceed, because honestly, both of our goals at least is to go pro and be on college
Yeah.
soccer. So like having friends in the league my age, like knowing how much they do like extra to be
Mhm.
excelling in the fitness aspect, because
Mhm.
technical is a different, it's different, like it's special to everybody. It's like whether you
But like
could be,
fitness is
that could
something
be
you
your,
can control.
yeah,
Like,
that's something that's like manageable, whatever.
mhm.
You can excel, you can decel quickly. So like being able to manage my load, but as well as just excelling in my
Yeah.
fitness.
Something that I actually did last year when like there were games that I didn't get as many minutes and I was like, you know what, I need to get that running in still. And say we'd be at a hotel and we'd have like the gym open, I would literally go run 2 miles on the treadmill.
Yeah,
Like, or it would be
that's,
like after practices that because we see our load, like we have those,
no, yeah, yeah.
they're not the
The
catapult,
catapult,
they're not catapult, they're the something, it's like the same thing.
we use
But
player data.
I don't know what we use.
That one,
Stat
oh, okay.
sports, stat sport, stat sport.
Stats period.
But like if I saw that like I didn't run as much or like if I felt like, oh, I could probably do more, like I would go and just, do a
Yeah,
little run. Just to like 2 miles, I feel like is like just like
it's
the
just
just
good
like a good amount.
distance.
It's just a good
No,
distance.
yeah,
Just get a little
it's
run
good
in, a
distance.
little extra.
Yeah, we have reserves the day after. So like whenever we travel right after the game. We have reserves the next day. Even just running top ups after the game. I'm a fan of top ups because when I would run with the pro teams, like that was what it was. Like you would just
Mhm.
run and you wouldn't have reserves. The whole team would take the off day. Like that was how it works. So I'm kind of just used to the top ups. But and honestly, I like that type of running instead of like I'd rather just do that to get my fitness in and enjoy my off day rather than doing small sided games. But that's just my personal opinion. But like for us, we do reserves after. So I'm a fan of top ups. So like whether that's like 8 runs box to box, that again adds up over time. And then
Yeah, it does.
where are you? That's 3 games already. What is that? Hey, 16, 24. Yeah. Sorry, I was about to butcher my math so bad.
Yeah, my third one, I've actually been doing this like already since we've started. It's to do like 10, 15, 20 minutes after practice, just working on like a specific thing. And for me, it's been corner kicks because I've set plays are such a big part of the game and like if you
Massive.
don't have a good set play taker, you're not going to score on set plays. And
Yeah. It's just a
those are
waste of
moments you want to
opportunity.
score in. And
Yeah.
so the biggest thing with corner kicks too is being consistent. Like at first, I just like would ask some of my like teammates. I would go in and be like, "Hey, does anyone want to do this?" Like talk
Help,
or like,
help
"Hey,
me out.
hey." And like as I kept doing them, like I've probably done it every single practice now since we've started.
That's
And like
good.
and now people like those people come up to me and be like, "Hey, Paige, are you gonna hit any more corners?" And I'm like,
Oh
"Heck yeah, I'll hit some
my
corners.
gosh,
Yes, you want me to hit some corners?"
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And
That
it's
over
like,
time
yeah.
literally pays off. And
And
then
then
like in
also
the
the
game, like
coaches see
you're
it
gonna,
too. The coaches
yeah.
see it too. And like
Hey,
I'm
it's not
the
about
next
the
thing I need to
coaches
work on is
though.
free kicks too, but I actually have been doing them.
Hey, it's not about the coaches, but
It's not
you.
about the coaches, but
But like that's the
like,
plus. That's the plus.
they're just there. No, I'm doing it because I want to get consistent at it. My
Yeah.
next thing is actually hitting Olympicos. I'm gonna try and get those.
Whoa.
You'll be seeing me
That's
score
looking a
banger
crazy
corner.
pool. That's a crazy pool. But
Why? I'll do it.
you
Swear.
keep doing that. I low-key agree with that. I always do extra. That's not one of my goals. That's kind of just like
Mhm.
what like a lot of my teammates like after training we just hit around some balls. It's also like the fun. For me, fun is like very important. Like before
Yeah.
training, it is a must that I play soccer tennis because I
Before?
just
Really? Every time?
before every not if it's up I'm playing. If it's not
Okay.
up I'm still juggling but I need to have some sort of fun before we lock in. So like
Yeah.
that's nowhere near a goal, but
No,
like
I like that.
me and my teammates, we need to have me, my teammates join. Ali, we're on a team. We play and we actually destroy everyone. So if anyone
Okay.
wants to make a team,
If I come
you
down,
will lose. I 1000%. I
no,
won. You can ask
no.
any one of my teammates. You can ask any one of my teammates who the
No.
heck owns that net. I literally have a net in my car.
Trust, I'm biking it on you.
That's like you're working on quarter kicks. I'm working on biking a soccer tennis game, bro. Like I take that so seriously. And like, bro, when I go home, San Diego, we do like tournaments. Like my trainer and like my whole like where I grew up training, like we're so competitive with that. We literally put money on it. Chill. This is before any NCAA things. I
Well,
don't
this
get
is
in
like this
trouble.
before your haircut.
This
It's
is
all.
before. This is before time. What about some off the field goals?
I had off the field goals that I set. Like, I have a whiteboard in my room, and I have like every month I like write something down. Beginning of the spring in January, I had like goals for that year, and one of
Hmm.
them was like to not cuss as much because I low-key have a little bit of a cussing problem. I just when I get a little feisty and aggressive, I just kind of like, comes out. It's kind of like when you're driving and like
Well,
someone just cuts you off and you're like, but like just add in some cuss words.
no, yeah.
Those
No,
that I kind of
that's
have to
good.
redact, but I'm doing 5 push-ups every cuss word. Games are redacted. Don't count games. That's the
You're gonna
difference
be buff
between
as heck. I would be insanely ripped. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. The good thing is the physique, but like if you know why I'm doing it, then
I'm
it's
pretty
not a
buff
good
already,
thing.
but you guys don't get to see
Yeah,
that.
you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. I can't lie. She mugs me there. Recently, my like main one is just personal development. Like
Hmm.
I know like how much that affects me. That's definitely something I've struggled with is like getting back. And it's
Yeah,
like it's not that far away, but it feels so far away. So like
yeah,
something that's been big for me is literally just like learning more about myself, learning more what can benefit me, what only
yeah,
benefits me. Like as long
yeah,
as I'm good, then I can help my team. But if I'm not good, I can't help anyone. That's not bad. Me is not. You don't want to be around that. So
yeah.
yeah, that's like literally my main like off the field goal, just to excel mentally.
I love that one. Our first game obviously is coming up. I
We should
mean,
set goals for each game, and
each
then
game.
the
Oh,
next one we come back
okay. No, I like
and
that.
see if we
Okay.
hit those.
I would say
Yeah.
so. My goal for my first game is no matter what, if I start or if I don't start, just literally play my game. And I would say my regular goal is just like no matter what, just like playing my game. And then
Yeah.
my one with numbers is get 3 shots, 3 shots off. Because I'm a six, so
Period.
obviously I'm not gonna get that many shots off.
That's yeah.
But that
No,
means
yeah.
I'm trying to put an effort to get forward and get into the tack.
Hey, I like that. I like that. Mine is to sprint back when I get broken because I think like bro, one of my coach yelled at me in training. She was like, I don't want to see the six is not sprinting back anymore. And it was so obviously me. And then the next, like, I never not sprinted after that. That's what I'm
You're
saying.
like,
Like, I was like, no, I'm going. I full sent back. But it's like a mental thing. Like, obviously you could do that. It's just like, it's not flipped in my head. I also have been rotating in between 6 and 10. So I don't know what I'm going to play. I hope I play 10. So yeah, obviously, whether I don't start or start, like, same thing. Just playing me. Not hesitating is a massive thing. But
no.
if we're talking numbers, haven't thought of that quite yet. But I want to score, and I think I'm going to score because I've been shooting a lot at training. So
Okay.
we'll see.
So
Yeah.
your goal is to score a freaking goal.
My goal is to score a freaking goal or get an assist because in 11s, I sold a 1v1. I should have scored. But then I could have had like a couple assists, but you know,
That's okay. You know what I
this
did?
is me than the person. So, you know.
I scored a free kick in our 11s. Working on the set plays, right?
Anyways, guys, thanks for joining our first episode of The Big Life. We're so
Yeah.
excited to take you guys through the next one.
If you guys listen all the way to the end, if you have any questions, you can comment on the
Or
Instagram.
any ideas you guys want to hear about.
Anything you
We,
want to hear about, let us freaking know.
yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining.